Hey guys, it's Scarra from theScore eSports here with Reignover after his 2-0 victory. Actually, I was maybe a little bit anxious the first game. They were up in kills, but you guys were even in gold. I think it was 6-2, and you guys were pushing in mid. Were you guys ever really worried that game that maybe LeBlanc was going to go off too hard, or do you feel like you guys had the game under control pretty well?
I think uh, beginning of the game, I think we didn't talk enough about our win conditions. So like we kind of make a lot of mistake around mid. I make big mistake, and then Pavel kind of makes simple mistakes too. That we know that we have to play safe if you have like Victor Graves against LeBron Rek'Sai, and we kind of give them like pretty big lead, which can lead us to lose the game. I think if enemy team played well, I think we could have just lose the game since there. But I think we managed to wait for our power spike, which is easier to core, and we just group mid after, and then their wave clear is obviously not that good. So every time they try to fight us, I think we're just winning team fight because at that point I think we're just stronger in team fight. So they kind of fail snowballing the game. So I think we were worried at the beginning, but as soon as we reach our power spike, I think we had confident to win team fight and then win the game.
Okay, that sounds really nice. Generally, when you guys are playing the games, how does the shot calling generally work? Is it you and Huni bounce off everyone? Is it you kind of direct the pace of the game? I honestly like I've been wanting to pick your brain for a while because when I think of Reignover, I think a lot of the other junglers in North America are very instinctual. You know, they're like animals. When I think of you, I think, oh, he's very calculated. He's got a big brain. You know, and I want to know, like, is that true? Are you the big brains? You shot call everything, or do you also have like an inner animal, inner demon?
I think how Immortals game go is like with the game start, we just talk about our win condition, what we have to do during the early game, mid game, late game, and like for example for early game, most of the thing are based on junglers. So I kind of ask our laners, what do you need? What can I do for you? And then we just like talk to each other what is best, and then I just move what our team decide is the best. And then during the mid game, it's when the TP play starts. And that point is the Huni. Mostly we have Huni on TP, 100%, and then maybe sometime mid TP. But normally mid laner on mid game is just pushing mid and clearing mid. So I think early game I kind of do a lot of job, and mid game Huni does a lot of job, and then like mid late game, like Turtle and Huni are the one who's kind of pushing side lane if Povelto doesn't have split push champion. So I think just everyone is kind of doing their job, and Adrian and me are keep talking about the vision. So I think it's not like one guy actually like controlling the game, but it's like team doing like just talking about what we need and then what we have to do.
Well, it sounds like a lot of really good teamwork from you guys. So the real something that's been really interesting to me is that when I watch you play, I think that above all the other junglers in NA or comparable to like the best junglers, your routing is very, very good. And when I talk to a lot of other junglers, they like watch VODs or their coaches help them with their routes. What exactly do you do? Do you watch VOD yourself? Does a coach help you out a lot? Or do you just like naturally just, can you figure out where the other enemy jungler is and you know where to go?
Um, well, first I think like before you actually like try to like invade enemy jungle, I think you should already that's like you have to actually have like base route or like efficient route to clear your jungle first. So I kind of focus on myself having a lot of like paths. Like for example, if they invade or like random thing can happen, you know. So I kind of study myself by just making custom game alone and then try to like jungle for like 5 minute quit game, 5 minute quit game. I'm just imagine what's gonna happen, you know. And then after that on scrim, based on my what I try to do, like I just do my own job, my path, and then every time enemy make jungler a mistake, then I just try to abuse the mistake, taking just guess where he is, and then if he show on the map randomly on the ward, then I just go enemy jungle to try to take it. So I think it's like, well, I cannot really practice what's gonna happen on stage, so I'm just trying to practice like what can actually like happen, and I'm just focusing on abusing their like mistakes.
Oh, wow, that actually sounds very more procedural than a lot of other junglers talk to me about. I noticed that the first game, you know, maybe a little bit of a struggle against the opposing team, but the second game, it was pretty clean. I think your route was good. You ended up level 10 to level 8 against the other jungler. You ended up diving top, snowballing Huni. Did going into the series, did you expect the enemy team to be, or was the enemy team weaker or stronger than you expected? And was there any surprises in the game?
Oh, you mean this today?
Yes.
Oh well, I didn't really have the information about P1. We never scrimmed them, and then we just have two games against them playing against Echo Fox. by seeing them, they kind of know how to play the game, so we definitely didn't disrespect them. But we also had confidence to win against them pretty easily. But we kind of struggled on the first game, but I think no one had like problem to go in the second game. So we just go second game. Our pick ban was really good, and we knew our win condition. And we talked a lot since early game, so we didn't make any mistake on early game. And we kind of struggled because we failed our first gank, and I kind of get in worse position than Elise. But our agent managed to stop Elise taking my blue and then taking my blue side jungle. So I think it was fine overall. And after that, I think it feels like enemy was scared to do anything. And then we had full control vision. So I think from that point, I think we already won the game.
Wow. So you guys are pretty confident from mid game forward that you guys already had it. I guess that's not pretty surprising for a team of your caliber. If you had to, in the last question I have to ask you is like, if you had to describe your team, what you guys are really, really good at, are you guys great at, do you feel like your team is great at vision control, you're good at laning, good at split pushing, good at team fighting? What's the thing that really stands out about your team?
I think we're good at decision making, and I think we're good at, not overall, like, we're good at overall decision making, but I think we're good at like instant decision making. You know, if something happened instantly, like we actually are good at, even though it's not like a super basic type of thing. Like even though it can be bad for us in some kind of cases, the thing that can make enemy team confused and then make mistake. I think we're good at making this kind of decision, which enemy is not used to it, and then like force them to decide something. And I think we're really good at team fights, so we are kind of have a lot of confidence going in team fight. Like even though we have like losing 5v5 team fight, I think we're just like super confident to do team fight because we just think that we can outplay them. And I think our lane phase is strong too. We have been improved on bot lane phase so much, and Pobelter is doing really well. And then me and Huni, we have so much confidence to like out top jungle, enemy top jungle. So I think overall I think our lane swap is really good too. We practice a lot of it. So I think we're just good overall, but I would say our best point is like decision making, I think.
All right. Well, honestly, that's a great answer. A lot of teams would say we're really good at styles of comps, but I really like your answer of instantaneous decision making because that's something that maybe a lot of teams don't even recognize as something that you guys are really good at. And obviously, like you said, your team is just really good at everything else too. Well, like thank you for your time. Is there anything you'd like to say to your fans at the very end?
Thanks for the fans that cheering for us like every LCS matches. Going into Summer Split, we kind of prepared a lot, and we will prepare more during the season, and then we'll make sure we don't slip down from the playoff this time. And then if we go World, hope we can do better. And then the word is from NA from now, so hope we can go at least semi-final.